Welcome back, friends, to another video. Today we're in Genesis chapter 16. We just finished Genesis chapter 15, where um, God kind of dropped a bombshell on Abraham, basically telling him uh, what's going to happen um, for the next several hundred years of history regarding Abram's descendants. Okay. And what's amazing is that uh, we see this recorded in um, the Bible, but um, this was just revealed to Abram, right? And so the fact that we have a count of this is Abram must have shared this with someone else, um, and that's really how we would have evidence of this. Okay, but then also what's crazy is then we're gonna see it play out, and we're gonna see many different people um, who write these stories just continue this fulfillment of what God just said in Genesis chapter 15. Okay, so now Sarai, we're in Genesis chapter 16 now. Abram's wife had borne him no children, and she had an Egyptian maidservant whose name was Hagar. So Sarai said to Abram, "See now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing children. Please go into my maid, perhaps I shall obtain children by her." And Abram heeded the voice of Sarah, even though, just in this last chapter, um, the Lord said, "Of your own blood you shall have a child." Then Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan. So he went in to Hagar, and she conceived. When she saw that she had conceived, her mistress became despised in her eyes. Then Sarai said to Abram, "My wrong be upon you. I gave my maid into your embrace, and when she saw that she had conceived, I became despised in her eyes. The Lord judge between you and me." So Abram said to Sarai, "Indeed, your maid is in your hand. Do to her as you please." And when Sarai dealt harshly with her, she fled from her presence. Now the angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, by the spring on the way to Shur. And he said, "Hagar, Sarai's maid, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She said, "I am fleeing from the presence of my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Return to your mistress and submit yourself under her hand." And then the angel of the Lord said to her, "I will multiply your descendants exceedingly, so that they shall not be counted for multitude." And the angel of the Lord said to her, "Behold, you are with child, and you shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard your affliction. He shall be a wild man, his hand shall be against every man, and every man's hand against him. He shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren." Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees. You are the God who sees." For she said, "Have I also here seen him who sees me?" Therefore the well was called Bir Lahai Roy. Observe, it is between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram named his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. Okay, so we see that this is of Abram's blood, but I'm interested to see if we're going to see Sarai, his wife, have a son. That would be even more amazing, right? So, thank you guys for seeing or being with us for Genesis chapter 16. Keep following along to go through Genesis chapter 17. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope this was a blessing for you guys.